Hey, this is Ash from Project Equanimity. I'm here with another video on anxiety and how you can get yourself out of anxiety in the moment using the 4-7-8 technique. So let's get into it. What is the 4-7-8 technique? It's basically a breathing technique. If you've watched some of my other videos, I'll put a playlist here so you can. There's the importance of breath, there's breathing meditations. This is a super simple one. If you are feeling anxious right now, you can try this. And it's a technique I learned a few years ago and I still do it now. I did it this morning because the internet wasn't working and I'm there on my iPad and trying to watch videos or training courses or reading things and it's just, not loading, and I'm turning the Wi-Fi off and on and resetting the modem and the router or whatever, and it's just not working. And oh my god, you know how crazy it makes you feel, and I'm like, let's just walk away and relax. Hold on, I'm still stressed. How do I do this? 4-7-8 technique. So let's do it right now. So all you do is the 4, 7 and 8 applies to seconds. So you breathe in for 4 seconds. Okay, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4. You hold your breath for 7 seconds and you exhale for 8 seconds. When you inhale, you do it through the nose. When you exhale, you do it through the mouth. So it goes like this. And that's it, that's one round, okay? And you do this 4 times. So you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold your breath for 7 seconds, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. And you do that 4 times. So it looks like this. I'll speed it up. Okay, that's it. That took me, less than a minute maybe, a minute and a half. And I feel completely different already. I feel much more relaxed, less crazy. Some important things to remember. When you breathe in to your diaphragm, to your stomach. So on the inhale, imagine your stomach coming out. And when you imagine it comes out, it does come out. You breathe into that area. And it's in 3 sections. So you breathe straight into your stomach. It then moves up to your diaphragm. It then finally moves to your chest. Okay, really important. When we're stressed, we breathe straight into the chest. When we're anxious, we go like this. And that puts us into a fight or flight or freeze response. And that's what's physiologically happening with your brain. Your brain is releasing cortisol, flooding it with, I need to fight, I need to run away, or I need to freeze in order to protect myself. When you catch yourself in that moment, you can change it physiologically with your breathing. So really important, when you breathe into your stomach. And you do it for 4 seconds. Then you hold it. And when you breathe out, your stomach goes inwards and slightly upwards. Okay? So when you breathe in, straight into the stomach, the breath rises to the diaphragm and finally rises to the chest. And when you breathe out, your stomach goes inwards and slightly up. So, feel the difference? That's how babies breathe. Seriously, watch a baby who's asleep. See how they breathe. They breathe in and their stomach rises. They breathe out and their stomach goes down. This is our natural way of breathing. And when we're stressed and anxious, that is not a natural state to be in. Hence our biology changes to match the moment. Another thing that you can add to this, you don't have to because it's a little bit more advanced, but you can try it, is yogic breathing. So you get your tongue and you place it on the roof of your mouth, and then you move it to the back of your mouth. So tongue, roof of the mouth, move it back. And you want to move it all the way back, just to the point before you're snoring. So if it's too far back, you start going like this. Bring it back a bit forward. And your breath is diffused, basically. This in itself calms your breathing down because you're concentrating, you are focusing on your breath. By doing these things, you're breathing into the stomach. Sorry, I did just do a little snort there, but when you set yourself up in this way, catch yourself in the moment of anxiety, going, I'm anxious, I don't know what to do. This brings you right down in the moment. It gets rid of the anxiety, it gets rid of the cortisol. The insula in the brain then kicks in and releases feel-good hormones. So not only do you release your stress, which is cortisol, back to zero, back to neutral, but then the insula kicks in and releases hormones absolutely opposite of cortisol, which make you feel good and at peace and calm and focused. Okay, so 4-7-8 technique with the yogic breathing. Tongue on your mouth, on the roof of your mouth, move it towards the back just before the point of a snore, which diffuses the breath. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, and when you breathe in, you breathe straight to the stomach, which expands, it moves up to the diaphragm, moves up to the chest. Finally, hold it for 7 seconds, and when you breathe out through your mouth, purse your lips like this. Your stomach goes in and slightly up, and you breathe out for 8 seconds. I know it sounds complicated, but it isn't. Once you get used to it, you're like, I see, this makes sense now. And guess what? That is taking your mind away from whatever you were stressed and anxious about into your breathing. You are no longer anxious. Try this and tell me below if it works. Tell me below if it doesn't work. I'd like to help you further with it if it doesn't. But tell me if it does. If you were anxious when you started watching this video and you do this technique 4-7-8 and you do it for 4 rounds, you have to do it 4 times, do it no more and do it no less, okay? And then comment down below if it's worked for you or not. I would love to know. And please comment if it hasn't worked for you. I would love to know, and send me an email, we can go through it, okay? If this video was helpful to you, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm of YouTube, so more people like yourself get to see this video, which means more people are, less likely to be anxious or stressed because we have these techniques to use for ourselves. So if this helped you, please spread the word in gratitude and give to other people, because then more people can see it, more people can see the videos. If you want more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to start doing 1 video a week, every week, possibly more in the future, but we'll see how it goes. So hit the bell notification as well, and then you'll get alerted when new videos like this come up. Maybe they will come up at the perfect time when you need it. Hopefully this one did as well. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Ash from Project Equanimity. Namaste.